Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. The time is now for the biggest little fight in history. Brought to you by Wicked and Bad. So without further ado, let's welcome in the blue corner, Salim Chiboub. And welcome in the red corner, Likkleman.
Look, I'm thinking on my past, living on my last. I was so broke, nobody giving me a chance. Felt so washed, sitting on my arse, I see niggas getting on. I'm wishing they were dark, dog, I'm wishing on a star. Vision in my past, I had dreams of getting rich. Winning with my dogs, I had it up to here. Or being what I can't, I hit the trap, not looking back. Now I'm living like a boss of fly birds, and that's the truth. I'm firing the booth, but it's money over fame. I'm hiring the troops, so the trap's running smooth. And I ain't selling loose. When they ask me what I'm on, I say the Cali got me through. I say the Cali put me on. It took my belly off. They want to push my button, so I burst my strally off. But when I'm sitting down, nobody put my family on. I fuck the baddest bitches, nigga, she a stallion. I took risks to get rich. No days off, it's been shift after shift. And you cannot shift. So much weed, and never smoked a spliff. So much calls, and nothing's getting missed. I'm trying to flourish in my prime. It's money on my time. I hustle and I grind, so the struggle wasn't nice. Even though I'm on the trap, need some money off my rhymes. When niggas changed up, it's funny all the time.
Yeah. You know, we see niggas change up a lot over these years, you feel me? They still out here trying to get it, chasing dreams, you know, on the streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is the main event of the evening. This is brought to you by Wicked and Bad. This bout is set at 48 kilograms and will be contested over 6 2-minute rounds and will be for the inaugural Wicked and Bad World Championship. Your judges are Wayne McKenna, Michael Ryan, and Joel Clayton. Without further ado, let's introduce your fighters. First, in the blue corner, this fighter weighed in at 46.1 kilograms, fighting out of Mahmoudi Gym, representing Algeria by way of France, Salim Little Big Man Chiboub. And introducing his opponent in the red corner. He weighed in at 47 kilograms exactly, fighting out of Boxing Booth Gym, representing Coventry and the United Kingdom. Give it up for Likkleman! Your referee in charge, Nico Joker. Yes. Okay, we have the final instructions from Nico Joker between these two fighters. We have Likkleman. We have Likkleman in the red corner, Salim Chiboub in the blue. Very relaxed. Made the most of that walkout as well, really enjoying this moment. But the time for talk is over, Carl Prince. We are set, we are ready. Round one.
Nice tight guard, looking to control the centre, Salim, looking to absorb maybe Likkleman's inexperience, take some punches on his gloves, but as soon as he opens up, he collects a right hand for his trouble.
And we've talked about the power of Likkleman as well, already dug one to the body there, Carl.
Yeah, very tight guard, walking him down, looking to establish a jab from a southpaw stance, and nice sharp jab by Aiden.
Followed up with a straight to the body
nice
as well, Carl.
I think he's talking throughout, mate, yeah? 1-2 and have a chat, I think that's his. Nice head movement, making Salim miss there. Really sharpened up his skills since I last saw him over 2 months ago. Obviously working with the boots, nice left hand counter. But Likkleman just smiles back.
Smiles back indeed, and this is an interesting start from Likkleman. Very composed, bringing the power though.
I see Likkleman's looking to make Salim miss in the first phase and counter. So let's look see if Salim picks up on that.
And look at that. There's good movement, Carl. To say that this is his first fight as well for Likkleman.
His eyes are wide open, Brian. He's into this fight already. It might be his first fight, but he's looking control and there lands a nice right hand after jab.
And again, that hurt him. That hurt him, Carl. He's got power. He really does carry that. And again, that right hand connects.
He's got counter back though. Like put out the dog in Salim. Yeah, here we go. He's throwing that right hand hook. Pushing him back against the cage, you see. And then he gets the tight guard up there, but he knows that Likkleman's going to look to pierce him now. Nice head movement. Catches him with a right hook. Now, big right hand.
And that was timing, Carl. Look how much he's enjoying this moment. Likkleman has taught the talk.
This is his moment. He must feel like he's the strongest guy in there. You don't want him to punch him out, though, getting too enjoying it, like we said before about emotion, Brian. But he looks real composed in there, Likkleman. Experience beyond his tender age, you know, and tender time in there, but he catches the left hook for his troubles there.
And Salim has had to eat a couple of big shots. And that might even surprise Likkleman as well, that he's been able to take this sort of power.
Yeah, I think sometimes you can pick up your own right hand and think that you just need to land one and then that'll be the fight over. Nice body shot.
Nice end to the round there.
I'll tell you what, Brian, what a great first round.
So we wondered how this was going to play out. And actually, looking at this, there was a lot of people thinking this was not going to be as technical as that. Both of them brought some excellent skills in that first round.
I think you saw the game plan straight away. It looked like Chiboub was looking to get his hands tight and then get forward and all that. And then obviously Likkleman looking to lay back, throws in the second phase and all that. But I think we're going to go to the corners.
Oh, talk us through some of this action, Carl.
You see, controlling the distance quite well. Likkleman is looking to make him fall in and then go off that. I think like quite early on, he felt like he had the power. He really looked like he was confident in his power, and they had a difference in the power. And that was going to be the X factor in there. But you see the fighter in Salim. You land one on him, he's going to try and land four back on you.
Venom indeed in those shots from Salim. But let's give credit as well to how relaxed Likkleman is. The big question we asked is he's coming with a lot of bravado into this fight, and he's actually been fairly composed. Look like he's fighting at a really efficient rate for his body type.
I don't think you can see him right now, but he's like gesturing to the crowd. He's really soaking up every moment, enjoying all parts of it. It's like what we alluded to in the pre-show. You know, I think people are just born to be on certain arenas and in certain venues, and he's fashioned the way to get where he needed to be all along for an indirect route. But here he is, and he's soaking up every little second of it.
And that's where fighting under these rule sets. There's actually 90 seconds in between rounds as well, Carl. So, I mean, that's massive, isn't it? That really, especially when they're fighting at this pace, they've got a lot of time to recover.
Yeah, recover, digest what's occurred, maybe change the plan a little bit with the coaches and all that. So, I think we're about ready for the second round, Brian.
Round two, scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds.
No touch of the gloves, but
No.
away we go.
And
Short little right uppercut.
And what would you look from Salim to change in this? Maybe bring this pressure that he's doing at the start of the second round.
Yeah, I think that he's got to feint a little bit more, draw Likkleman out, and then catch him in the second phase. See, Likkleman's trying to make him miss, and he's almost going always immediately.
Great head movement there from Likkleman, and digs the body again. A little shake of the head there, but that sometimes means it hurts, right?
Yeah. Or a little bravado looking to bring him on. But see, Likkleman's like, his eyes are wide open, he's drawing out counters and making him miss. It's a real composed professional performance thus far.
He's still talking
He's
in there.
enjoying every shot that lands in here.
Salim pushing forward though as well. He's taking another hard right hand there, Carl.
Yeah. Well, Salim game is a badge, you know, he's not going anywhere for this as long as he can withstand these shots. But you see, he's got a bit of redness on his nose already that's established from the straight shots by Aiden. Nothing too complicated by Aiden, throwing straight punches and keeping the range, and he's just making Salim fall in with hooks and uppercuts and short range punches and taking the distance away from him, now controlling the centre. Whereas you looked at the start there, and Salim was really trying to control the centre and impose his game plan with a tight guard and maybe perhaps tie Likkleman out on his gloves. But great waist movement.
And the big hook there from Likkleman, but Salim just gets out of the way of that one.
I like the angry Batman face that he keeps pulling as well between punches. But Salim's on his bike, he's walking him down, absorbing shots on his gloves and all that. Maybe the experience will come into play later on in the fight, Brian. But up to now, we wouldn't tell who's had 3 fights and who's had making their debut this far.
There's a lot said in the press conference from Salim about the preparation from Likkleman. They think he's been enjoying himself while training, but Bouncer has been telling me a lot the difference.
Like he's enjoying himself now, Brian. More so.
Oh, now Salim coming with a big combination. Nice work from Salim. 10 seconds left in the second round.
Yeah, Likkleman waving him on, gesturing him on. A little bit of bravado on show from both guys here. Not a surprise in that respect, but
Again, nice.
Together. I would say Salim really put it together towards the back end of that round. He came into the round, the second part of it, you know, but Aiden looking composed, ready to go for the next round already. He's not even got his breath back there.
And you talked about the evolution of Salim within that round. A lot of fighting is about making those adjustments, learning while you're in there, and the experience side. 3 fights already that Salim has had. Do you think that's coming into play now? Do you think he's reading Likkleman a little bit?
Yeah, I think he looked a little bit towards the second of that round. He really figured out what was occurring, you know. It's a lot of straight punches and a lot of waiting for you to fall in to throw there, and then maybe to draw out the first initial counter. So yeah, I think a nice little switch of the game plan and throwing more in flurries. If you watch Likkleman, he throws very little going backwards. But as he's coming forward, he's looking to engage a bit more. But his head movement on the back foot very strong, and obviously his gesturing and histrionics even stronger.
Body movement, upper body movement as well. His ducks, his weaves, making those angles. But Salim's still in there, like you said.
I'll tell you what, Brian, for your first fight to actually make anybody miss once with a roll is insane, really, because all the things that follow out through muscle memory, through having done it over and over, usually put things on your gloves and count and stuff, and that tires you out too. So missing someone's head and all that is really tiring. Everyone's used to hitting a pad, hitting a bag, and it gives back. But when you're missing spin through, not only thinking that was embarrassing, you're getting a little bit more fatigue doing it.
We see H there in the corner of Likkleman. One of the things he talked about with training Likkleman was the speed of being able to pick up new skills and really take them on board. He said he's got an athlete's mind, a really high IQ when you're talking about physical sports, and he's showing that tonight. Very impressive from Likkleman. Round 3 set to go underway here at Wicked and Bad, and Salim Chiboub moving forward early. Look at this, a big combination to start with, Carl.
Yeah, pushing him out, but a little flurry. Like I said, it's all front foot. Whoever's on the front foot is throwing. So I think what Salim's reinvented is just try to always go forward. You see, when everyone's having success, when you push the other guy back. So let's try hold our feet a little bit, control the centre. You see another flurry coming forward. And
and look at that Likkleman covering up. Nice dig to the body though from Salim. But you can just see there's a big difference in power.
Yeah. 100%. You see, I think he's hurting there with the left hook and the right hook.
Yeah, he's putting it on him now. Look at
He
this.
doesn't want to punch himself out, though. He took a step back, smart of him, but I think he did have him rock there a little bit. But you see, Brian, the difference in strength, Again, just a slip there or perhaps a throw down.
Maybe a judo throw there, but listen, Nico Joker will tidy it up in there between these two.
If this was an MMA fight, I would favour the Englishman. Yeah, there's a real big strength advantage, I believe.
And again, Likkleman talking as he comes forward. Oh, Salim, nice digs to the body.
Yeah. You see Salim's chin does come up a little bit as he's throwing, so that would be an opportune time for Aiden to throw. There you go, nice right hand, but Salim straight back, you know. It's almost like his ego says, okay, you've got him, but I'm going to get you. You know, he's not worried about what's happened. He's only moving forward and throwing shots. I think Likkleman's getting a little bit tired here now, like falling in with a big overhand right there, but as I said, Salim's chin's there for the taking, and he's a good right hand.
And he connects there on the beard there, Salim.
Turn there, a very advanced little turn in the corner. Nice. May over star, but you see Salim on the exit looking quite tired.
And if you were to talk about who was going to be the tighter of the two, especially when we're moving into the third, fourth, fifth round, a lot of people expected Likkleman to be there, but like you said, big breaths coming there from Salim Chiboub.
Yeah, this is a big occasion for everybody, Brian, and I think obviously halfway through you're getting that little bit of an adrenaline dump. Who can push up from here? Here we go, last little bit of this round, halfway through. Oh, good
left
good
hook
shot
there.
in the bow. Likkleman gets his guard tight. They both look and feel very strong to the body. They're not really that interested in what's coming down low.
Little clash of heads there as they came into that corner as well, Carl.
Oh, nice left hand lands again and again to the body. I think they'll stumble Likkleman a little bit, but he's coming forward.
Now that was an action-packed round. They really are heating up, Carl. And difficult to score. I'm not going to put you on the spotlight on you, but this so far, the momentum going backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I think the first round you have to give to Likkleman. The second one was contentious, and again with the third, very close. You know, it depends what you're looking for. You're looking for guys scoring, the guy in the front foot, intelligent pressure or just pressure. I'm actually looking to see if H is doubling up as a welder in the corner here.
Listen, a man of all trades, but his true passion is boxing, and he's really brought the best out of Likkleman here. And now we're getting a look at the work, the handiwork of...
See how organised he looks, Brian. You know, even just taking punches on your gloves, it can knock you off balance, but his base is good. He's been very well taught. Again, I saw him on the pads about 8 weeks ago, and his level was nowhere near where he's at now. So to improve so much in such a short space of time, it's testament to his training, it's testament to his athleticism. Like I said, just making people miss with head movement, that's really advanced for a novice. You know, you don't see many novices like roll out and counter and all that business. So it's very impressive from both athletes so far.
There we go, we are set to move on. And that has been an action-packed early few rounds between these two. So impressed with just the focus of Likkleman. Really has risen to this occasion, an occasion where a lot of the weight is on his shoulders as far as promotion. And people are always tuning in to either watch him win or to watch him fail, right?
Yeah, 100%, and he's aware of that. But he's breathing and he's working, he's getting his rest, he's finding his spots and all that. It's, like you said, from both, it's a very professional performance.
So round 4 set to go underway here for the first ever Wicked and Bad World Championship. Look at that face, Likkleman.
Stood right in the centre waiting for him.
Just getting tailed down there by Nico Joker.
Yeah. Looking for the referee to separate him before the fight starts, well here we go.
And off we go.
Nice, looking for that roll into a left hook, great head movement once more. And again, you've got to make him miss and make him pay, you know. It's good to make great defence, but you've got to look for counters off that. Great head movement, comes with the left hook just as I'm saying it.
Very nice winging shots from Salim, a little bit desperate maybe. A bit of footwork as well. Oh! I think that was a slip, but maybe.
He scored a slip.
And Salim,
nice raw body shots now, Salim coming into his own. Doesn't want to punch himself out here, feels like he's got Likkleman on the ropes, but Likkleman coming forward again.
What a fight there.
50-50 battle this, mate. This is two guys leaving it all out there, Brian, and this is what we want to see. This is what everybody's paid their $4.99 for.
And you think about it, Salim, a lot of people are saying he's just come here for a paycheck, but definitely not. He is here to try and steal the thunder of Likkleman to claim that world title.
Two fighters, two competitors, only one winner, you know, and they're both very aware of that. They're leaving it all out there. 1 minute left in this round. Who can steal it? Oh, he's spanning round there with a right hook. Oh, he's hitting a big right hand.
Will that...
Yeah, we've got a... Yeah, first knockdown on the fight.
Oh, he's gone at a slip. But listen, that punch came, that's what turned him round.
I'd like to see the replay on that. It did look like he came out with the right hand, and obviously, whether it was a slip, he's going to obviously appeal that. But it looks like the right hand was what scored the knockdown.
The corner very unhappy.
I think he's going to come out fast here.
Elias Mahmoudi in that corner, but now he's lit a fire under Salim Chiboub.
Well, he catches a nice straight right for his money though there.
Punch for punch, toe to toe, these two are going at it.
These are going to war, yeah. And leave nothing in there, nothing in the changing rooms afterwards. Good start by him. Just playing a little touch. slowing the fight down a little bit here.
And look at Salim pushing forward. This round brought to you by Saliba Music Group. And you can see the frustration there a little bit coming from Salim. But Likkleman looking composed, smile on his face. I think we're going to get a word with Bouncer now. Let's chuck it to Dave.
Well, cheers, Brian. I've managed to track down Bouncer. You can't keep still, mate. We're 4 rounds in. What have you thought of it so far?
Both fighters are amazing. Oh my days, I can't believe it. They are rocking it out.
Did you expect it to be this busy?
I didn't expect it to be like this. This is amazing. Likkleman, that's just started training for like six weeks, and Salim, they look both amazing.
You saw the shot from your man Likkleman. Did you think it was a knockdown? The referee did.
Boy, I'm not gonna be biased, you get me? I'm just gonna not comment on that, but yeah, man, it was amazing.
I've been following on social media throughout the fight. There is so much love for this event, for Likkleman and for Salim, who's just taken a slap off his trainer in the corner there. Have you got a message for those at home who are watching?
Thanks everyone for tuning in. God bless you all, man, and it's gonna be bigger and better, and we're literally changing these two's lives.
Finally, who wins the fight?
Boy, I'm going to throw it up in the air. But Wicked and Bad Entertainment.
Wicked and Bad Entertainment. Bouncer, cheers. Enjoy the rest of the fight. Brian and Carl, back to you two.
Thanks, Dave. What a fight this has been.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to see a replay of that knockdown as the referee scored it, and I think I'm in support of that. The right hand landed, obviously he span a little bit through himself off balance of a hook, so I think they'll watch that back and realise that it's quite an easy one to score eventually.
But then when you look at this now, it's lit a fire under Salim. He really has got to do something now if he's got that knockdown against him in round 4. Only 2 rounds left, Carl.
Yeah, this is where the going gets tough, isn't it? And let's see who really wants it. United landed a nice big shot there. A big shot again by Likkleman.
What a chin Salim has got.
Salim lands a nice left hook himself.
Moving forward, he took that really well.
A nice straight right again. He just looks like his levers are a bit longer, don't they, Brian? You know, he's got a bit longer reach and just stood in them shots in now.
And he mixed that up as well. He's been throwing hooks, but that straight right down the middle rocked the head back of Salim Chiboub.
Yeah, great setup. That is 100% his punch, and he's not thrown it for a while. So Salim pouring on it him now, though.
You have to think it's Salim with all to do, and look at that straight right, ran it through him, and now
he's not took the fight out of him. Another right hand. No, left straight, and another one. He's throwing back.
Really is rising to the occasion, Likkleman. What a combination that was. Trap Salim in the corner.
No, right hand. Stiffed him up. That one hurt him. That one hurt him, but it's not took the fight out of him.
Nico Joker keeping a big eye on this, making sure Salim is still in there.
Yeah, really enjoying it. Here we go.
40 seconds left. And
these guys are really, their stars are shining here, Brian. What a performance by both these competitors.
This is all the talk about this fight not living up to the hype. That can all be put to bed. Oh!
Touchdown there, but referee adjudicates the slip, but he looks a little bit rocked there to me. Salim, 20 seconds remaining in this round. Yeah, another right hand lands, but just rock'em, sock'em robots at the moment.
Rock'em, sock'em robots. And that right hand is the difference, Carl. Right again. Oh, he's out on his feet.
And again.
Likkleman looking to fit. Oh, that is it. No, he's doing the standing count. Whoa. There we go, Likkleman, he can smell blood. This round was sponsored by Play Dirty.
That's the end of the round, Brian. What a great end-to-end.
What a finish there. Absolutely brilliant flurry there from Likkleman. I thought Nico Joker was stepping in to stop it, but he's giving him a standing count.
Yeah.
And look what that means to Likkleman.
In a war of attrition, you know, the power did come through. I thought the power would die out after the first 3 rounds, but I couldn't be further from the truth. I think in order in the 5th round of his debut to be able to land concussive blows like that over and over, that is testament to his training, testament to his preparation, testament to his dedication. I think if anyone's at the couch sat at home thinking their lives are going the wrong way, throw yourself into combat sports, throw yourself into boxing, get yourself to the gym, prove to everybody all the things you say in your head that you can do it. Likkleman's proving it to the whole world tonight. And now tomorrow, Monday, wherever the first time you get into the boxing gym, it's your chance to turn your life around, your chance to change something. Likkleman's putting on a clinic tonight and showing everybody what he can achieve with dedication.
Absolutely could not have said it better. And this work, this back and forth between the two sums it up. That right hand kept connecting, Carl. And this is the combination at the end of the round.
Just a flurry of right hands, you know, and obviously I think saved by the bell a little bit there, and 5 right hands just thrown there, and then the bell to end the round. You see where he's stumbling off there, arguing with the 8 count, but really doing a bit of a chicken dance as he's doing it.
So we are set for our final round, round number 6 here at the Wicked and Bad inaugural tournament. My goodness, what a battle this has been. 2 minutes left for these men to claim that World Championship. So far, it's pretty much been one-way traffic. Likkleman bringing the power, but Salim has got 2 minutes to try and turn this round, Carl.
Yeah, from the 4th round, you know, Likkleman really steps on the gas. He's finding a home for that right hand, and Salim not really got an answer for it. He probably needs a stoppage now to win this fight.
Oh, and still the power. He's just getting no respect for his punches from Likkleman. From
Just
Salim.
waiting for him, yeah. Likkleman's maybe a little body shot here. We'll finish the battle, but left up, left up. The referee waves off the bell, Brian.
That is it. What a moment. Likkleman takes the World Championship, takes the victory, answers all the haters. My goodness, Carl, what a fight.
What a fight indeed, Brian. Really, really well deserved. To be honest with you, I thought Likkleman was the guy that would die off between the 4th and 6th round, and quite the opposite was happening. His power wore down Chiboub, who's looking visibly upset. You know, a big shame from him. He's left it all in there. Those first 3 rounds was very, 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 very competitive, but just the power shone through in the end, and the death by 1,000 cuts at the end, and Likkleman reaping the rewards of such a great performance.
Fantastic stuff, and there's his handheld high. The culmination of all that hard work.
A nice bit of sportsmanship at the end. That's what we want to see, Brian. All the pushing and shoving behind, but they've got each other's respect tonight. And I tell you what, Likkleman's got the world's respect with that right hand. Drop you like a box seat.
And now, do you believe us? You said at the very beginning of this, it's felt like a special event from the very beginning, but it was up to the 2 men in the ring to prove to the world that they were serious contenders, and that was a serious performance of both men, really.
Yeah, but for the first 3 rounds, they were very competitive. I probably had Salim edging the 2nd and 3rd round, obviously, and then from there, just he really poured it on from there, Aiden. The 4th and 5th and the 6th round, his excess power really shone through, and that was the finishing point of the fight. We're going to look where the referee stepped in here. Salim going out on his shield, swinging for the fences, but just too much straight shots, too much power here, and thankfully the referee steps in and didn't want to see any more. What a great contest from both these guys, Dave.
Absolutely fantastic, and what a debut for Likkleman. I've been keeping my eye on social media throughout the bout. There has been so much support for both men, so much support for the event, and I heard you talking about the positives that combat sports can have on your life. This is evidence of that. I mean, very often it sounds like hyperbole when we say history in the making, but that's what this has been. Positive messaging from the very beginning.
How can you not be inspired by this? You know, I've been around the sport for like 15 years or so, and this is the first of the kind that I've seen itself, and I'm inspired by it. You know, I'm inspired by these guys and their backstories, and Salim living in the gym for 6 weeks, and Rags to Rich's story that obviously that Likkleman brings wherever he goes, and a richly deserved like output of performance, and what a great event.
Absolutely. We'll be going to the middle for the official results very shortly. A word about that man on the screen. Incredibly brave performance from him.
Yeah, a little in stature, but perhaps the biggest heart. I think his whole body is a heart. You know, he only came to win. He's a big competitor. He's really upset with the loss, you know. So you got to feel for him. He left it all out in there. But like I said, what he lacks in stature, he makes up for in heart. And hats off to Salim, mate.
Well, you can see how devastated he is. But that's a nice moment between those 2 men. All the beef has been put aside. Yeah. They did the job they had to. They sold the fight.
They got each other's respect, mate, didn't they? Yeah, they got each other's respect with some left and rights. And sadly for Salim, one good night.
Absolute devastation for that man. He came here to win, but he will not be leaving as the Wicked and Bad world champion. That is a belt that will belong to Likkleman. And forget about the power. That man showed us that he could box tonight.
Yeah, composure, like everything that I didn't